Welcome to Wired 2014. My favourite 2 days of the year. The next 2 days are really kind of very indulgent. We get to be inspired, entertained and humbled by all the extraordinary people who are going to be on the stage.
I think the really exciting thing about these events is just how dynamic they are and how exciting, and how there's a real genuine optimism and excitement about the future. And I think that there's very, very few events and I go to a lot of events, where there's quite such a great kind of cross-pollination of ideas and people.
I get the fun job of putting on stage my 50 favourite people in the world over the next couple of days.
Every single one of us has something that's unique and special in you.
There are 3D printers now that print cells. One day we could be able to print organs and tissues.
If we can grow human tissues outside of the body, what does it even really mean to be human?
I'm interested in trying to use genetic information to think about conservation and biodiversity.
Our grandest supercomputers can't simulate the behavior of the caffeine in your coffee.
The most fundamental question that anyone should ask is how much you desire and what you actually desire from life.
And the good thing about Moore's Law is sort of a side effect of Moore's Law, but if you keep your hacking abilities pretty much constant, then the impact you can get by hacking actually grows exponentially.
There was something about food in the past that got people excited. Humans haven't changed that much.
Good chocolate for me has always been a question of subjectivity. It's like food.
And so while we often think that we tend to our gardens, I actually think that our gardens tend to us.
I can't get out of this wheelchair, but I can totally fly. Robots are awesome.
1 in 3 children born last year will live to be 100.
The issue with guilt is simply between you and your conscience.
So imagine you're trying to solve the conflict in the Middle East. The last thing you want to do is offer people money for their land. That's an insult.
I possess a device in my pocket that it is capable of assessing the entirety of information known to men, and I use it to look at pictures of cats.
I believe that only crazy ideas can influence the world.
Heroism based on toxic shame, on murder, on dehumanizing of other people is nothing but false heroism.
There's thousands and thousands of data brokers that spend every minute of every day spying on every one of you.
I'm a startup mentor and I'm also an angel investor, and too many times when I talk to founders in the early stages, they're picking a problem that they think they can solve rather than a problem that's worth solving.
And I feel there is a place on Earth that a blind man can run alone, and that place is the desert.
The way the brain works is not to react to the world, it's to create the world inside our own mind.
So when a sonic boom is being created, it creates a ray of blue light and a huge noise and a sort of out-of-body experience.
Essentially, the world of technology today is a consumer world driven by advances in consumer experiences.
Thank you. Well, please can we thank all our speakers once more?